Hey Luke, I don't care what they say. I know you wouldn't cheat. Up for a duel?
Well, thanks, Hot Rod. You seem like a nice guy, but you predictably run a fire deck, so I predict you fucking me up with a ton of braid claws. And yep, he gets 4 free hits in with that one braid claw before we can summon Grey Balloon. But hey, at least next turn we'll get Nork. We remove Braid Claw from the fucking field as quick as possible, but he beefs up his Immortal Baron, which means it has the potential to run over 2 of our shields, and if we didn't block with Grey Balloon, we would have no shields left. As promised, we get Nork, but Nork can only block 1 attack per turn, so when he starts doing this shit, summoning 3 new offensive monsters in a single turn, I think we have reason to be worried. We block 2 of his attacks with Marrow Ooze and Nork respectively, but we have to tank the 3rd hit, in spite of us removing another one of his monsters. But we also got rid of one of his shields with Ethel, so I think we can take this. He only has 1 offensive monster on the field now. He summoned Rothus next turn and inexplicably used it to get rid of one of our blockers instead of one of our offensive monsters. He might have survived the turn if he did that, but no, he got rid of one of our blockers instead. So now he's just kind of fucked.
Let's duel!
Patrick runs a Light and Darkness deck split, so I foresee this match going to whoever summons Photocide first. Looks like it was me. Sorry about that, buddy, but now all your light monsters are fucked, and that's where all your good blockers and Ethel come from. We then proceed to not lose a single shield the whole match because the poor fucker keeps summoning defensive darkness monsters and doesn't summon an offensive monster at all.
You're going down.
Hey Ernie, long time no see. How many braid claws have you got to shove up my ass today? He manages to swarm the field with 2 normal offensive monsters and a braid claw before we finally summon a blocker, which is kind of insulting personally. His lack of blockers means that we can easily run over his shields, but he also has so many goddamn offensive monsters that we can't block them all using Nork either. If he wants to swarm the field, we'll show him how to fucking swarm the field, and we'll beat the shit out of his tap monsters too, so his side stays unswarmed. Yeah, it's not so fun when the other guy does it now, is it, Ernie?
Are we gonna grunt or are we gonna play?
Wait, was grunting an option instead? The fuck does that mean? Is that an expression? Bruce runs a combination water and nature deck, which means we get to see our old friend Phantom Fish, but this time he's on the wrong side. I'm sorry, buddy, but you gotta go. We may not be getting a lot of attacking done in the early duel, but 3 blockers is nothing to scoff at either. Okay, so some of our blockers disappeared because I wanted to get rid of one of his monsters that could attack our shields directly, and I made a few mistakes, but we have 2 more blockers now and we have Ethel, so don't worry about it, it's fucking fine. And then Bruce summons his boss monster, the Dawn Giant, which can absolutely completely fuck up our blockers. Look, Bruce, I admire you for putting 2 double breakers on your side of the field, which would normally be fucking terrifying, but we have 3 blockers, I have Ethel and Law on the field, and you only have 2 shields, 1 shield left, so I think you're a bit late on the draw.
I found out more information.
Oh?
It turns out, the higher your opponent's rank, the more points you get for defeating them.
So I can shoot up in rank if I duel really good players.
Exactly, and most of them duel in the inter-clan challenges.
Okay, then my first step is to join the Light Clan.
A bunch of people were dueling in the card shop. Maybe someone there has information.
Care for a match?
Shoot.
Rebecca predictably runs a light deck, but she doesn't run dark monsters with it or anything, it's just a straight up light deck. Which means if we get photo side, we're in for the win, but we actually have to draw photo side. We have way better fields set up and monsters with way bigger numbers, but that doesn't mean that Rebecca can't just smash her attackers into us until we can't block anymore. We're able to match her point for point, but that's really not the idea here, because we didn't hit first, she did. The plus side to all our monsters with big fucking numbers, though, is that when her field is clear of blockers, we can smash our attack monsters into her shields without fucking losing them. It's too late now, bitch, our field presence was just too strong for your ass.
You know, you should stop by the power plant. The Light Clan could use someone of your skill.
Yeah?
Yeah! We have a meeting in a couple of hours. You should come!